Hey everybody, it's Jake Mace, the vegan athlete, and gardening is about many things. Gardening is about health, getting out in the sun, getting out in nature, maybe doing some athletic type gardening. It's about growing your own food, which is very healthy to put in your body. You got to put the food in this hole and let it go down and become all of this. But also the food that you grow in your garden, you can pick it and eat it right away. So it's also exponentially healthier than the supermarket, but gardening also helps you build community. So if you have friends, like my friend Brandon here, that's gonna be helping us out in the video today, you guys can have your friends help you out. So Brandon was interested in gardening. He's doing his own garden at his house, and he hadn't put in an irrigation system before. So I'm gonna show him and show you guys at the same time how to do that, and in exchange, he'll give me a little bit of labor. I'll give him some azomite and we'll all call it square.
Sweet.
All right. So we're gonna take this bubbler that's right here, and we're gonna move it closer to this beautiful Royal Point Sienna tree that's up here that I got from Seamus O'Leary's Tropical Fruit Trees. So if you guys can see, we already have the bubbler in the ground, and I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. Then I'm gonna also show you how to cut it, extend it, and hook it up. And even if you're doing it from scratch, this will be a good video for you guys to watch. So first thing we gotta do, my gardening friend, is you need to dig up the line.
All right.
So it stops right here and the line is right here. So we just dig here a little bit, and we'll just expose the pipe. So why are you interested in gardening?
Just really, I guess, when we bought our house, it was plain. There was no trees, there was nothing there.
What's right there?
Nice. Okay.
Okay, so you want it for the beauty,
Right.
but you're growing edible stuff.
Right. So also, you know, it'd be nice to eat a little bit healthier, a little bit better. So that's something we were interested in here. So we're going this way, correct?
Nice. And you and your wife are also doing some YouTube videos on your garden that's just starting out.
Correct. Yeah. It's Greenie's Garden.
Nice.
Something we just started for our family. Some of our family lives out of state.
So somebody who's just starting out gardening can watch your videos and kind of see what a upcoming food forest looks like from the beginning.
Right. Of course. Yeah. And again, just trial and error with everything myself. So just learning as much as we can.
I'll put a link on the screen for it right now.
Sweet.
Okay, so something's wrong already. This pipe is going this way, so we have to make it angle this way. I thought it was gonna be straight across. So we need to have an elbow joint that will hook onto this to extend it toward the tree. I really suggest if you guys have gardening friends, don't go it alone. Get some friends to help you out because it's so much more helpful and your friends will keep you focused at the same time. So like me, I get sidetracked very quickly in my garden, but you guys have kept me focused all day today. So
Nice.
So we're gonna take this elbow joint like this, and we're gonna put this on here. That way it will direct the new pipe toward the trunk of this Royal Point Sienna. So I have this beautiful berm made of dirt that will keep the water close to the trunk of the tree. This is the gardening school a la Jake Mace.
Ah, there we go.
The gardening school of hard knocks.
Learning.
It's like a gardening apprenticeship over here.
All right. How's that?
A little bit deeper,
Okay.
And save that mulch because we want to use that again. There's a video on my YouTube channel, you guys, when I planted this Royal Point Sienna. It only had 3 leaves, and now in just like a 7-month period, from 3 leaves to this specimen. This is an amazing tree, and the issue will be is can it survive the winter? Which you guys will, if you subscribe to our channel, hit the like button right now for me. We'll do an update video on what we do to cold protect this guy in about a few days. There's a million ways to cut PVC pipe, but this is 3/4 inch PVC pipe. I'm gonna just use a skill saw to cut it.
Nice and easy.
So now we're left with this. You guys can see this is what we're gonna use as the watering system for my trees. So this is an elbow joint. It's a 3/4 inch PVC elbow joint that reduces into a 1/2 inch threaded female joint. Then this threaded part is the male part that goes into the female part. So you can see how this just screws in and the PVC pipe has threads in the middle over there. And this is the mechanism that carries the water up into the bubbler, and this bubbler you can turn on or off by screwing it, and it puts off a wide spray of water. Me and also Seamus O'Leary, who's a very accomplished gardener, he and I both agree that drip lines that put off like a little drip of water are not sufficient for trees and will actually harm your tree. So a bubbler is the best way to flood the entire root area of the tree. So we're gonna use this right here. So next, I've got this pipe kind of just hanging out here by itself. So I'm gonna take my homegrown loofah sponge and just kind of wipe it off and clean it off and clean out the inside a little bit.
because I want it clean and dry so that the glue will make a really nice seal.
Okay, here's the new piece with the 3/4 insert and the threaded part. So you hold on to that, keep that clean. I've got a piece that is a 3/4 to 3/4 that'll bond to this piece and give us a space to put the new piece. So I got my PVC hot blue glue here. And I just take the glue like this, and I just do a little bit of a swab around the inside like that. I like to do it twice just to make sure there's a nice glue seal. And all you do is you just take that and just put it on there, and literally within 10 seconds, that will be as if the PVC is connected. You cannot pull that off. Like, you got 5, maybe 10 seconds to manipulate it, and now that is there. It's not coming off ever again. If we had to get this off, we have to cut it off, and that piece is just useless. For those of you who have not done PVC gluing before, it's very easy, but you've got to be committed to your joints. We've got this new piece of PVC here. We need to figure out how long to make it. So I'm going to put it about there, and I want this bubbler to be about here, right? So we're going to cut it about right there. That's what the WWW is. So you hold that with your hands. So let me ask you a question. Do you trust me?
Let's go for it.
Like in Titanic? Jack, do you trust me? Trust. There we go. Okay, nice job. I'm gonna try to clear the dirt away for you. It smells like we're gonna get high off the fumes there.
Right.
Nice. Beautiful.
A little extra, won't hurt.
Yep. And make sure that you guys don't let a lot of dirt fall into the pipe, but if you do, it's okay, we can always blow it out before we connect it. Okay, now my lovely apprentice Brandon here is going to put the next piece on. So that's the main piece, and it's going to go here with the threaded end sticking up. All right. Maybe angle it like, push it in there, go for it. And just like a slight angle toward the tree, just slight. Just so that we're putting the water toward the tree, not away from it. Okay, beautiful. How's that look?
Looks good.
All right, here's your piece. So you guys can get this piece from Home Depot, Lowe's, any kind of hardware store you want to support. If you want to support local, go to a local hardware store. And basically that's the piece you buy separately, and this is the other piece you buy. So they're two separate pieces that screw together, and that's got a little filter on the bottom, so it filters out any debris from clogging up the bubbler. So that goes in first, and screw that in there. And that goes on top. Now if you're unsure of yourself, you could turn the system on first and see if it works before you bury it up, but I'm sure of myself.
Right.
I'm a confident dude.
Let's go for it.
Let's bury this back in there, push this back in, and we'll cover this up, make it look back like Mother Earth. And hopefully this will last for like 20 years or longer. And all this mulch here we'll put around, and now what happens is that we've got this. Check this out, if you guys can see. This bubbler now is much closer to the tree. We don't want it to be too close to the tree. In fact, you actually want to water away from the trunk to encourage the roots of the tree to explore for new water. But in this case, I just felt that this was way too far away from the trunk, that what was happening was the water was running off somewhere else.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be too close to the trunk, but you also don't want to be too far, somewhere in the middle, and give the trunk something to work for. I think we're appropriate right here.
All right.
Okay, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn on the water. Let me show you guys where the main center is for all the water. Follow me. So here's kind of where all the magic happens. This is my irrigation system, and we have 6 different zones, and each zone goes to a different area in my garden. So zone 1 right here is to my actual garden, my raised bed system, and these 5 zones split themselves evenly between different trees in the yard. Okay.
Nice.
So I know that the one that we just repaired is zone 5, so turn on zone 5. Just like a quarter turn. It kind of takes a lot of effort. And then turn it all the way more, right to there. Stop. Zone 5 is now on. Let's go check out what it looks like.
Let's see.
Okay, we're back here at the tree. Brandon and I know that there's no leaks because we don't see any crazy spraying going on. And let's turn on this thing and see how much water pressure comes out.
Let's do it.
There we go. That's it. So we have about maybe a handful of trees on right now in addition to this guy. So that's about the pressure that I get when about 5 or 6 bubblers are working at once. And perfect. Now I can actually set it on a timer and I can go to Hawaii, go on vacation and have my trees be watered without me. Kind of a cool system.
Awesome.
What do you think? This whole system, the PVC pipe, the threaded tube, and the bubbler, and the elbow, probably costs, put you out about $8 or $10. So it's a pretty cheap way to get started, at least when you first get trees. When you got 100 or 200 or 300 trees, it gets a little more expensive, but at least with 5 or 10 trees, it's a great way to do it.
Right.
Thanks for the help.
Thanks for having me.
And make sure to check out Brandon and his lovely wife Alyssa's YouTube channel called Greenie's Garden.
Correct.
We'll put it in the description on the screen right now. And it's a cool channel because they only got about how many videos?
We have about 6 videos.
6 videos out there. So it's the way that you guys can see somebody else in the Phoenix area gardening, a nice fun young couple gardening from the beginning, and see what they're planting in year 1 and kind of grow with them. And then hopefully you guys can be inspired by them and me, and everybody wins. All right, check me out at jakemace.com. Join my online gardening school. Hit me up on Instagram at jakemacetaichi, as well as my Facebook at facebook.com/jakemace.taichi. And if you want to get me and ask a question, please email me at jakemace.com at the Jake Mace email system. My wife Pam is on it, and she answers all the emails. And if you guys want to get me, please ask that in the email. We'll also get you on our email list for gardening, incredible stuff that will make you a better gardener along the way. And while you're at jakemace.com, hit my Jake Mace store up for cool shirts and seeds that are very likely to make you a master gardener in training. Thanks for joining us. Hit like, subscribe, check out Greenie's Garden. Go vegan, grow your food at home, and I'll see you guys next time.